Don't be there. And you know where you got thinking, how can I way better? What kind of thing? You want to go after people? Then, the CDC still control the lower house, the upper house.
Mm-hmm.
So they went, talking away, talking of thing they did, about teaching, they did a solution. A pass, yeah, because of money process.
Yeah,
When they send it to
they finished.
Senate,
Mm-hmm.
then something happened. Oh, what are they almost trying to Zombie house? Then they got it that Tuesday morning. They didn't tell me they had it for me. Oh, then when I heard what was happening, it was within 2% to sign. I was me, I was Bani, Jim Bani. The way I went to pay him, I said, what is going on? You are here when we have some paper, and you were here with our own leadership, and we said that you put with all documents, legal documents, to guide where. Then Baka benefited from the 2010 decision by the Supreme Court to be involved in the election in 2011 because he was not wrong with Bali.
You're right. You're right.
He benefited.
You're right.
Then after serving Ababa for 12 years now, he's now president now. We finished campaign for that kind of woman, and he wants to persecute us. He does going to persecute us. So what is going on with Kung? Then Kung said, well, what I will do for you is to help you with lawyer. Then Pat go look for lawyer. So from Kung offered, my own son offered that I went and found a resolution. I have many seconds why you all did this. You know what they told me?
No.
Resolution is not a law. So starting the resolution, I mean, we agree. Bring it now. When Baka send a bill, they will not put all the law they put in now and back it.
Oh, okay. That was a smart move.
I said, son, correct me.
Yeah. But I don't know how you're Sunday. I want to the real estate just for a minute to play the money.
2025 budget will determine a clear vision for the country. Okay, so it also includes the dividend on some of these problems. For instance, I know it can be argued understandably that the overpower bridge that the Chinese government is about to build, and the street, the road from Kesari Boulevard to 12th Street, they were all in the Puebla. That's true, but it was blocked in the Puebla. The President Bouakar's visit to China, reassuring China that when we are taking action on the global stage, we will take it with our own interest first as a country, not to please any other person before Nigeria's interest, and then people fighting, then we join inside and go stand.
Just a final question.
Yeah. So, you see, he visited to the FOCA, to the China Africa Forum, has now got China excited with the new commitment to come do this project. They are in town already. You call the Minister of Public Works, he will tell the Chinese government don't waste time when they say they want to do something. But when you step on their interest, then you're in problem with them. Now, anytime we want to do anything on the global stage, the first question we should be asking, what's in it for us as a country and people? And if what's in it for us is good as a country and people, if other countries benefit from the trickle-down effect of our vote, okay. But we must never again vote on something that will hurt ourselves.
Liberia is in trouble. But I tell you this, I still repeat, if the president refuses to change, then the government is in trouble. The government, if you finish this government, let's thank God. Because as from next year, it's said to be fluctuating. And all the people that is in the government, they are liars. All of them. They don't know why they are there. They don't know what they are doing. They don't know the reason of staying in that system. They are just pushing the vehicle like this. They don't know where they don't know where it's going. So the forefathers of Liberia, they are in pains. It's very regrettable. Even the former president, Syphilis, is even regret having this person as a president. So that is just it. They believe that Dr. Ware is too much for Liberia. That is the man who have brought transformation, total transformation to Liberia. That is a man who will have turned Liberia to mini London or mini US. And he will have done it in second term. But they don't understand. They are angry with him. They believe that he's against them. They believe that he doesn't like Liberians. That's what they believe. That's what they believe. Liberia will be zero in sports. Zero. Zero. Tell me so. Zero. When I go to Nations Cup now, go to Nations Cup, let's see. Let me see Nations Cup. Go to Nations Cup, I'll give $500,000. If you qualify for Nations Cup, I'll give your national team $500,000. I promise. Your Nations Cup, your experience in Liberia now. If you don't know, in 2 years' time, Liberia will be worse. Will be one of the worstest country in the whole world. What I mean, worstest country in the whole world. If the Liberia will not protest against this government, tell me there is no God. If Liberia will not begin to cry, coming together to cry and said, we don't want you again, leave, resign, tell me there is no God, I will never serve God again. I am a prophet of God, and I'm talking as a prophet. Right. The hardship, you have not seen that hardship now. In 2 years' time, you will see the hardest hardship you have never experienced. Liberia will drink dirty water, and they will be thanking God for drinking. That is the kind of president you have. This president does not have anything. He doesn't have any template. He doesn't have any roadmap for the nation. They just force him there. It was a rigged election. Rigged election. It was forced on you people. It was forced to be president. So, and the people who connive to do all of this and put him there, right? US.
You mean US, the United States?
United States. They are involved in this election. I am telling you, not politically, I am telling you spiritually what I foresaw. It was rigged. Totally rigged. And now they have seen it, that this person does not know anything. This person cannot help the nation. This person cannot
a systematic erosion of democracy. Executive overreach and open disregard for our constitution. Lawlessness in the legislature, with the presidency turning a blind eye even when the sacred hall of our democracy go up in flames. Security forces brutalizing peaceful citizens, while millions are being spent on so-called operations that offer no protection to ordinary Liberians. They said we were the problem, but now the Liberian people can see for themselves. The real problem is the unity party that is now in power. The time has come to speak the truth without fear. This government is failing and Liberia is paying the price. The seditions, let us not lose hope. Even the longest night must give way to daylight. Even a stronger storm must pass. We are still standing and we are still strong. We will not give up on Liberia. We will not give up on our people. And we will never give up on CDC. We are the party of the slums and the city. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the protectors of the poor and the defender of their dreams. From New Cruton to Pinsville, from Buchanan to Bond Mines, from Sunny College to Southtown, the CDC remained in the hearts of the people. This rally is a clear sign. We are reorganizing, we are preparing, we are coming back. I say to you, we are coming back. But in order to do that, we must build a strong, together we must fortify the one institution that can correct the failure of the Buaka administration. And that institution is the Mate Coalition for Democratic Change. This is why I call on all of you today, not just to believe, but to act. Not just to hope, but to build. Let us invest in the movement that has invested in you. Let us pay our due so that the party remains financially and politically prepared. Your dues are more than money. They are a seed of commitment, a pledge of loyalty, and a symbol of hope. I am so proud to launch this due payment campaign today because it means that you, the grassroots, you, the real owner of this party, are ready to step forward, take charge, and prepare for the future. As your political leader, I promise you this: we will not rest, we will not retreat, we will organize, mobilize, and energize until we reclaim the leadership of Liberia. But let us do it the CDC way, peacefully, lawfully, strategically, and respectfully. Because when our time comes and aid will come, believe me, we must be ready not just to win, but to govern better. We must correct the wrongs, improve the system, and restore the dignity of the Liberian people. So let us unite, let us rise, let us believe, and let us build. And to all our young people, I say, stay focused, stay clean, stay strong. To our women, you are the backbone of this movement. Keep rising. To our elders, your wisdom is still needed. Stay with us. And to our opponents, we see the failure and we are coming to face it. Again, as the great Nelson Mandela said in a quote, it always seems impossible until it is done. Unquote. The party is alive, strong and mighty. The revolution shall continue. A belief we will uphold to death. The future is not beyond us. The future is straight ahead. And together we will get there. And so I want to close with this advice. Wait well. Liberia and Liberians will call on you again. And therefore, be prepared to win again and lead again. Remember, we are the common people. So let us all unite for the betterment of our country and our people.
For reminding us to make sure that we don't break the rules and regulations. They are still there. We have to respect the laws of the republic. That's what we did. When I was in power, they tell me that no, this is a tenure position. You cannot move the person until the tenure expire. So be it. That's the law. We can't break the law. So I hope that the government will take heed. It's important to respect the law of the republic. We're not a democratic period. So
To all of you, wherever you are, DTV Online is relaying this broadcast. I want to say hats up to all of you. Hats up to my own darling son, and of course, according Daisy. How's up? How's everything with you people? I hope you're doing so great tonight, and on this very day, and we are certainly getting there with God. All things are possible, and we are trying our best to make sure that indeed Liberia is a great place for all of us, and we are certainly getting there. There are others who are watching football game at the moment, and I'm not too much into that. But I think Barcelona is suffering. Could be fighting back its way, and yeah, I like them for that. They are strong. They are a strong team. Don't worry. Yeah. So you see there, Barcelona is able to bounce back any given point in time, and we are certainly getting there. So they are able to bounce back, and they are fighting against Inter. It's a 2-2 as we speak. So they have 5-5 aggregate. It was a 3-3 at first. It's now bounced back. So Barcelona, wherever they are struggling. And let me say, they are doing their best. And we are certainly getting there. With God, all things are possible. Yeah. So in the Spanish La Liga, excellent deal they are carrying on there for themselves as Real Madrid languages behind them for 4 points adrift. Atletico Madrid in distance third, while Club Atletico in further distance fourth. All right, so we are watching to see what happens, and that game is ongoing. Seven say hats up to all of you, wherever you are. It's great joining us tonight. Praise. And I keep praise, kiddo. Hats up to you, Chief. Yeah, your dream and everything is coming true. God has a reason for everything. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God that we are here tonight to share with you what we know and what we think is possible. So things are happening, and I will continue to share with you everything that we see or that we know so that you have an idea as to how your country is going on. So we are forever grateful to the Almighty God for everything. And I'm grateful to God. Yeah. people will sit back. This country is an interesting country. And I just wanted to share something with some of you to see whether it's possible. Yes, it's possible. It's workable. Possibilities are there, and it can work out for the betterment of our society. Yeah, we are certainly getting there. All right, so that is it. I'm trying to share things with you, and I have a position to take on issues evolving in this country, and God will continue to guide us all in all that we do. God does not sleep. God does not sleep. When we saying these things, you can say that, oh, maybe then you're talking. No, God does not sleep. So, because God does not sleep, so there is nothing absolutely that can discourage people like us. Do people think that we'll be discouraged? No, we can be discouraged. And we told you people to keep the faith. And you are keeping it, and God is going to work for you. Not even going to, but God is working for you. Because with God, all things are possible. And we are in challenging times. I gave you a little weather report last night, and you were looking at my weather report. It worked. Before I could get downstairs, the rain has already touched down a bit. So we saw that there. And I think it's good. It is fantastic. So with God, all things are fantastically possible. What the weather something here? Okay, so in the next 5 days, yeah, with hot weather ahead starting tomorrow. Yeah, in the next 5 days, hot weather ahead starting tomorrow. So we'll get more enjoyment, and in terms of the sun, yes, So hot weather ahead in Monrovia starting tomorrow. So we enjoy ourselves. Mm-hmm. So whether you go or can, we enjoying ourselves on tomorrow. Because hot weather is ahead. We are enjoying ourselves. So I just try to give you a gist of the weather report yesterday. Where go? We work on yesterday. Mm-hmm. So we are getting there. And we've got all things are possible. So let's see how things work up tonight. That's something I'm looking at to share with you people. I hope it pops up. If not, I will read out to you people whatever I can read. Mm-hmm. All right, so I will read to you people what I can. Whatever I can, I will read it out to you. So we are grateful to the Almighty God for everything. All right. I think we got something coming up, man. Yeah, I knew I had something that needed to come up. It's coming up already. Right? Yeah, coming up. So we've got all things are certainly possible, and we will certainly get there, no matter what it is. Yes, let's start up. Let's start up. We'll try to get it done, but let's start up. All right, how you doing, folks? I hope you're doing so great tonight. That's something I wanted to show you. You know, when I see some of the things, I don't like to see it alone. I like for all of us to see it together. Yeah, but it's becoming challenging for me. Yeah, I want for all of us to see this thing together. Yeah. So, but we'll get it. Yeah. So we'll get it. So, and all right, good, brilliant. I think we can get it from right here. Yeah, PDF. Yeah, good. Okay, good. So we can get it from right here. So let me try to get it for you, my fantastic people, so that we can move on. With God, all things are possible, and we are certainly getting there. Ah, brilliant. I knew I could find a way to show you what I want to show you tonight. So you can play your cash cave away tonight. That's star 799 star 24 hash. I play that tonight. And let's see what's pop up for you. Because last night I told you people were in run for it. Star 799 star 24 hash is the code to play with. Yeah, you can play that tonight right here on this very dial, and we are getting there. If it goes through, just try to hit me up that yes, I've played once. Is that then we get that? Yeah. Please continue to do what you can for the sake of your country, and we are going to get there together. Someday, somehow, we are getting there. So please do. Yeah. Then, of course, you have indeed your Liberty Fortune scratch card. All of you are now getting excited that at least you have something right in your hand that you can play with. And like I said, your luck is right in your own hands. So when you pray, you say, this card, this is what I will get. You get that. So it is out there. The scratch card is out there. Just go there and ask for it. The vendors will be able to tell you. And they will be able to tell you exactly how to do it. If you don't know how to scratch, they will tell you how to scratch. But remember, don't erase the code that on the scratching mark. Yeah. So it's not about just winning at first sight. You are talking about winning something bigger than what you may have even won at first sight, which of course is the draw you enter in. So that's the second chance draw, which is very much important. Yeah, so we are getting there. With God, all things are possible. So tonight, we want to say thank you to all of you for your support, your prayers you continue to offer us. And I think it has been of great help to all of us. It has been of great help to all of us. Because with God, all things are possible. I want to show you some things as we are going along tonight. There are times that you don't talk, you just do. So I'm trying to show you some stuff that you will see. Okay. So you'll be able to see them. So these are some of the what you see in there. I want to show you them so that you see them clearly. Okay, show on screen. Okay, good. Brilliant. I think I'm showing you some stuff here tonight. I'm showing you stuff so that you see it clear with your own eyeball. I want you to see it with your own eyes. See whatever you are seeing clear with your own eyeball. Or what I want you to see. All right. Because I told you people last night that we don't argue without facts. We don't argue without facts. So these are things that we know about, that we talk about, and we are very grateful to the Almighty God for helping us with this information all the time to share with you, especially those of you out there. If you've seen it, you will see a clear with your eyeball. They say you will see a kuro with your eyeball. Okay. Good. So let me narrow a bit so that we can see it together. Okay, yeah, I think this one is okay. Yeah. Okay, fit to page. Good. All right. So that's it. Now you are seeing it right there. You are seeing it right there, right before your own eyes. What are you seeing? So these are infrastructural pictorials. And these are things that the former Minister of Public Works, Madam Ruth Coker Collins, was able to turn over to the Unity Party people as to where they stopped from 2018 up to 2023. You know, she has stayed lengthily in her place. She worked as deputy to the late Minister Mambutu Vla Yimpa, and she picked up from there until 2023. A great deal of time. So for some of us, we don't believe in those lies that they're passing around with. No, those are not things that we are interested in doing because we think our people don't deserve lies. So the primary rules construction, they are there. You see them here, Bong, Lofa counties, right? These are the before. The before them were up here. You are seeing them there. Before are up. The one you're seeing down are the after, right? So you're seeing it right there. So we're talking about Nema County. The before rows are there and the after rows are there. Up there, the befores and the afters are down or now. You also see the before and the now. Seneca to look at tour. That's why you see in there before and now. This is how the era then used to look like. And this is how the CDC left it at time. So you talk about Ganta to Seclepie, Nema County. This is how it was before, but this is what it is now. That now was in 2023. We don't know what stroke they are doing there now. But I remember these bridges were built along the way in Nema County when I used to travel. Sometimes we would detour before going to other Seneca or maybe Seclepie or other area would detour because they were building these bridges to have these roads constructed and in Nema County. And no doubt. And I can argue that the former president and I prioritizing of Nema County. So these are the roads then that you are seeing. And Hapa to Kavala to Plibo to Kaloken. This is how the road used to be, right up here. The one are up and down here is what you see. So you see, I think the one is in River G. They run about. You see there some. So the before and after, these are some of the fantastic bridges that were built in Maryland and River G counties. Just before, that's how narrow they used to be, Mori. And then they are now down. So you see, these are things that sometimes you don't want to even find yourself arguing. Grand Cape Mount County, remember that whole Cape Mount Road there, it have been very terrible, and no one really cared about it. Then Mossovado County and Margibi counties, they talk about ongoing works, and that were there 1.10 and 1.10 talking about ERWA junction to RRA. These are the road constructions ongoing. So urban community roads as well, rehabilitation and construction. You see that when they say urban, so the Freeport of Monrovia or the Japan Freeway, you saw one lane, Ellen did, or the Unity Party did, We Are King did the other one, and acknowledge the effort of former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So they talk about ERWA Junction, the Coca-Cola factory, and ongoing works at the time. This is how it used to be, but you see, this is how they left it. And you knowing these things clearly, they were all there. So ongoing work that they left it Freeport to St. Paul and a river bridge. So the ongoing work, because they have already contracted the very company that are doing it today. Yes, they contracted them. So they were doing this work. The work then you see there now, they were doing it. And they left it like that. Dry Rest Market to Johnsonville. That's how Johnsonville Road used to look like. The upper one you see there. And before the CDC left power, this is how they left it. So you see Johnsonville to Mount Barclay. Also, you see Johnsonville to Mount Barclay, where you get a Johnsonville turning point. I don't know what the police station is. Going to Mount Barclay, this is how it used to look like. Or at least they managed to leave it like this. So those are things. Johnsonville to White Plain. So the ongoing work, this is how they left it. I don't know what is the condition now. Sam Walker took over. So these are some of the things. Pipeline to Johnsonville, yeah. That is how they left it. And pipeline, you saw the light posts planted all along. Dixville to Cardwell, another one. And so these are all projects that are just there, and you can see them. These pictures have always been there. There's a turnover note that the former Public Works Minister left with the current Public Works Ministry team. They had these notes there. They have these notes there. Even when you talk about the Lagbasi Road, the Lagbaji Zoo Road, and all of that, they knew that they have signed all of that, and they turned it over to them and said, these are projects that we have already spent money on. We have already signed these things, and they needed to be done, and we're waiting after the election. And I said that we could do that because the election funding was a very key as well. And when election coming, government carrying on development, sometimes you got to focus everything on the election. It's for a catch. Yeah, because even if you're going to run off, your own self money you will have to spend. So those are some of the challenges the government had during that time. So you could see the stretch of rules that were there, and with God, all things are possible. You can see the matrix. They had been there, and I was just trying to share with you these things so that you can see them for yourself, right? Yeah. The time will come, the arguments will be proffered. The camera, please. It's not centered. I'm in a corner. It's pointing that way. So you got to turn it away. Yeah. Yeah. So you have to go. So let's go. So those are the kind of things that we're talking about, right? Yeah. So those are the kind of things that we are talking about. Carry again, centralize it. So let me try to show you something here, which of course was part of the turnover notes that was shared. Okay. You still have to share it. Centralize it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the guys are seeing it, and I think you are seeing what I'm saying. No. Yeah. Carry again. All right. So let's leave like that. We'll manage it. We will manage it. Yeah, we'll manage it. So these are some of the stuff that I just want to share with you before we get to our real topic for why we are here tonight. So you see here, right? The new Georgia Gulf Road, all these things, these ones were done, the new Georgia Gulf, and there were some other rules that were signed already and not done. They talk about the Greenville City streets. It's going to be chip sealing. They didn't touch it. They left it like that, but it was signed already. Bobolu City Street, chip sealing. They didn't touch it. It left the Lagbasi Zoo, the road there. They signed it, but they didn't touch it. So there's nothing about lies. LRC Road, they didn't touch it, but was signed. Matali Drive was also signed, but didn't touch it. And Popo Beach Road was also signed. I don't think they will go to the kind of area and say. So PCA Nizon Road, they didn't touch it. And Ban Farm, Benaf Farm, Benaf Farm Road, they didn't touch it. Ministerial Complex bypass, the road, and from Ministerial Complex to the bypass there, that one was untouched, and they left it like that. Fontainetown Road, yes, they did Fontainetown Road in Mosserado County. So these are the things these are the turnover notes. So their press conference was held, they left it to the people. They left it with them there. And they told them how much, who spent what, how much was spent. They say alternative plan to commence work. Government committed front load of total of 36.4 million on the National Road Fund allocation and intervened during the 2020-2021 construction season of 39. All the things are there. If the thing they did what it did, all the contractors are there. All the people they get a contract into everything there, consultancy service, Kilipo to Zwedru, everything, detail engineering, Kilipo to Zwedru, everything there, contract signed. October 2023, they signed a contract, Kilipo to Zwedru. Everything else is there. They tell you, I'll take my time one day to come and share with you all of these things. So you will know, contract signed August 2022, urban mobility and inland waterway, feasibility studies in Monrovia and environs, achieve status, contract signs, all the feasibility and waterways, all those things that you see, the trash that you see people talking about, signed August 2022, everything was signed, contract signed. You'll see it there. And what? Services progress at 90%. So you see, everything is there. You will see all these things are there. Approval from World Bank, consultancy services from John David Town, Zwedrukan, those things are there. Equus Bank projects, everything catalog, they give it to these people, then they are there. And construction of Bamboo Beach Road, completed 100%, signed, contract signed. Every other thing, it is there. Roof Coco Collins gave it to them. So we'll take our time to share with you people, because that was what we call the turnover note. Because in the end, she said, I wish Joseph Yuma Boaka-led administration all the very best. Specifically, my would-be successor. I will always feel proud of our collective achievements to develop our infrastructure, specifically our road infrastructures. I encourage staff of the Ministry of Public Works to remain engaged and focus on the task at hand. I have served and understood the tasks and challenges. With unity, commitment, and confidence, this ministry can deliver on its mandate and connect Liberia's roads. Our nation will remain on an irreversible path with professionals, go-getters, and committed individuals with huge integrity that we brought at the ministry. We remain honored to have served our country at this level. May God bless our nation. This was her final speech that she delivered, and then she gave it to them with all these details there. And she said something about the misinformation. She said to close, let me clarify a few allegations and misinformation that were aired by U.S. indicted criminals who headed to prison. Stanton Waterspoon. He and some of his ill-informed panelists accused me of awarding contract to my husband in a tune of 200. What God, she blashed that one off. She said, I hope the LCC goes through it now. Up to now, all the lies they did, they're not able to chase it. All the lies they were on, they're not able to go after it now. So you see some of the issues we're going to be talking about. So we just wanted to share these things with you so that you know where we are. There are many. You will see them on a daily basis. They are there. The records are there. The Public Works Ministry is aware that all these things are there. Whether you go or you come down, the records are there. And we get a whole dossier. The information I have here, I got it from somebody from the Ministry of Public Works. And I had to call the minister to confirm. She herself said, yeah, this is it. It matches my turnover note. So just exactly as it is, we have everything. All those community roads that you see in Aboga used to call sour roads. Everything mentioned inside here. How the contract was signed, who's supposed to do what. Everything is like that. Right? So good. This thing, and not but strange thing. We are was in government. We are prioritize community roads, feeder roads. So whatever they are prioritizing are things that we are already prioritized. That's why we are asking, what difference are they making? What new are they bringing to the table? Nothing. So you can see it clearly. So I just want for you to know these things, because we are very, very careful as to how things go on. Time will come, government will go. And nobody would like to lie on another person. The same way they do it in here, and you hear us talking here today. Now, the same way tomorrow, we will be able to state the same things. So you just know that. We just want it to be clear. So tonight, let me share with you something how God does not sleep. When we'll be telling you that God can sleep, they can say, oh, AB then just talking. AB then just talking. No, we don't talk. It is God that enables us to talk. It is God that enables us to talk. And you remember when CDC was about to leave power? Keep playing your game, and I'm trying my best here to see to it that it works. Yeah. Keep doing what you can. I'm trying my best here to see the transactions. Before the CDC could leave power, Joseph Boakai and his group, the president of the republic, they said they could dance with any devil, no matter anything that happens or whatever it is. And we listened. You record Samuel Tueden was sanctioned. And why was Samuel Tueden sanctioned? It's because Sylvester Gracebader pushing for sanctions against government officials working with George Weah, the ever-potent doctor and ambassador. They work it up, and those sanctions came. You lately heard about Samuel Tueden and that of Abochie. You also heard about Emmanuel Nukwe, and their own batch of sanctions came together. And the basis of that was because an American company believed that indeed they were not treated fairly by the government of George Manuel Weah. And George Weah, knowing these companies and what they really stand for, the clashes they were having among themselves, we are always left with them for them to do their own things and resolve their own issues. You heard about the company HPS, right? We talk about it. So the man who was here heavily fronting for HPX was the former U.S. ambassador, Michael McCarthy. He was clearly an agent that they were working through. And like every ambassador would do, they would work in the interest of the American interest. Unlike the soft ambassador. So everyone have their own way of doing things. So we appreciate this other ambassador for being more diplomatic than being seen as one who is meddling into the political affairs of the country. So he doesn't carry that appearance. He's on his job. He's seeing quiet. Not too many press conferences you will see him hosting. Unlike McCarthy, who has several press conferences all of the time, he will get ready. You call the journalist them. I get good news again. I come and talk something. That was McCarthy's job. But we don't have any issue with him. Because that is what people are there for. When you go in other countries as ambassador, you are fighting for the interest of your country to be pushed. Nobody going to blame him for that, whichever way it goes. So they sat down by themselves. They saw it that sanction came against Liberia, especially targeted sanctions against officials in Liberia. They celebrated it. They called these people rogues. They called them thieves. Immediately after the election was held, the HPS president, the head, the executives, they sent long congratulations messages, several other messages to Joseph Yuma Boakai. Joseph Boakai, even when America, they made arrangement then there, they met there. They say, oh, HPS coming, they bring in 3 billion, the other one coming. I used to see my sister Kula for fun posting all the things, the HPS coming, and I did that, blah, blah, blah. That was what they were saying at the time. But you see, God does not sleep. They see HPS group that they were doing all these things then with. Fighting here, doing this, making commitment with anybody. Whether they go or whatever it is, they were making commitment anyhow. Today, it has caught up with them the same way. And God is ready to strike. I don't care what you do. You know, people will sit down and talk, kinds of things. And sometimes when people, most of the fans will call me and say, hey, B, you listen to what else you cry? I say, but the cries of these people is just starting. And someone telling me how they say, oh yeah, Joseph Boakai duping people. Joseph Boakai's name has been all about duping. The man had lived a life characterized by deceptiveness throughout. He is a user. He will use you to get whatever. But this one is going to choke him. He has used other people and gone free. Now, the government had been struggling. So, because they know that ArcelorMittal is a very terrible company as itself as well. Though, whatever it is, they are here. And I will take my own time to go deep into ArcelorMittal to tell you how terrible these people are as well. They are not good. So, even if we say HPS is not good, ArcelorMittal itself is not even good as well. They are very terrible. Everything you see them showcasing now is because they want to have control. It's like they are putting in and trying to convince you, make you to believe that they are better when they have our people still living in continuance. They have no future plan for this country. ArcelorMittal is very terrible. Now, as we speak, ArcelorMittal has brought in social expatriate officials. All of them working in Grand Bassa County. Go to Bikana. Go and see them there working. They are working there at the disadvantage of Liberians. They are recruiting because they believe that there's their thing that they are fighting for and using all those jobs here and there. It's like ArcelorMittal is a terrible company. Very terrible. If citizens have their own will, you will not see those trash then that they're doing there. You think that they get ready, they build another vocational area. They say, oh yeah, they are training people not to absorb them. How many people have you absorbed for all to say, oh yeah, new recruits are now going to Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County to work at the ArcelorMittal plant there or their processing plant there? They're not the lying. But let's agree that ArcelorMittal is at it is. They too have stayed on in this country. What important role they have played for our people in Nima County? The roles that they have been using. It has to be out of World Bank, African Development Bank, all the road projects that we are hearing about that we must have done, even in Nima County. There are iron ore deposit centers there. All the road projects and things, World Bank, IMF, World Bank, IMF, African Development Bank, all the one and what will be here about. ArcelorMittal had never ever done anything much to impact the citizens. So don't think that this is what it is, right? They are not good. HPS itself had not been able to define clearly as to what they are bringing forth, but a unity party government. They told us that HPS will bring millions. They sat down. Joseph Boakai went and lied to the people. You can't trick everybody. The people said they gave their money to Samuel Tuere as pre-contractual arrangement. And Samuel Tuere, they didn't live up to it. And Samuel Tuere were leaving power now. So they had to find a way to punish Samuel Tuere. And why they decided to punish them? Joseph Boakai then celebrated that. Today, the people angry. He has gone months. Joseph Boakai and his group, because ArcelorMittal is very desperate for second contract. They want the extension of their concession. Very terrible group of people. They want extension of their concession. They play a lot of tricks, acting like they're sending people abroad, doing all of those tricks and things. But see how many foreigners they have brought in this country and working in Buchanan City, Grand Bassa County. The Unity Party government went to them and collected money from them to pay salaries of civil servants. So by taking money from these people salary for civil servants, and they think they can get that portion of money from HPX, because HPX help you. HPX believes that they help you sanction people, make a lot of things. They play within the body politics of the country, and they try to help you out. They did everything they could to make our government very unpopular. They aided you all through in all of those processes. Even the election you won, they had their agents planted. And like my old man Premier said, the US was in it. All those things they were saying it. These people help you to power. When you won, they celebrated you. They hate you better over George Weah. Then it calm down. And you don't want to live up to that agreement with the people? Because Joseph Boakai and his group, they vex. Joseph Boakai and his group, they have gotten vexed with America. Joseph Boakai sat down in one of the meetings and told his cabinet officials, what did the American people have done for us? Immediately we came and sat down in power, that the time they take to take their USAID projects from here. What have they really done for us? That was Joseph Boakai's qualm. He said, when we look at ArcelorMittal, they're doing better for us. They're willing to give us money for us to be at least paying civil servant salary so that we'll remain stable in this country. These HP people, when they come in with, they just think they come in with entitlement. They want me all scared here and there. We can't do anything for them. Today, Sylvester Graceby, knowing exactly that HPS is very powerful, especially they are powerful to an American company, and they can do anything for him. He's scared for him to be sanctioned. Joseph Boakai get it. Other group in your office that say, Papi, a rather we be sanctioned than having Liberians going without salary in their pockets. But then Joseph Boakai, how you think George Weah was managing? ArcelorMittal were right here. How you think George Weah was managing? How? They took those things and they thought Weah was just playing. No. So after months, he began to fool the people with executive orders. He will pass the other executive order here, multi-will user, all the trash there. Then he said, real authority, Liberia real authority, all the authority to supervise everything. These are the kind of trash that Boakai put to deceive the people. But he just thought the people were interested in passing the other thing. Yeah, but every time he passed it, they will congratulate him. Every time he passed the other executive order, they will come there. They read their prayer review. We want to say thanks to Ambassador Joseph Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, for this executive order, and that will lead to this XYZ, blah blah blah, all those kind of things. They were pressing for it because they think it's in line with the commitment he had made. 9 months have gone. They have collected money from ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal is not willing to give into that. As a result of that, Boakai is even having problem. His officials are having problem. He's trying to reverse all his words with the people to dupe them. How many people Boakai not dupe? Boakai son of what else when he buy criminal? Is there Steve from Steve Umpa he can make God laugh? Now even make God vex. Steal from steal. And stealing is also make people vex. Stealing from stealing is also make people vex, right? But it can make God vex. That stealing from stealing can make God laugh. Stanton Waterspoon store, he could do people and then give fake certificate. Joseph Boaka went in a horse, sat down there, wear BB shoes, this slipper, the hospital slipper, then he wore it in Stanton Waterspoon era. Sit down there, he see him playing Waterspoon and playing pool. He came from there. He pretended like he's somebody who would listen to Stanton Waterspoon. He duped Stanton Waterspoon. Today Stanton Waterspoon on radio crying the whole day. Yeah. Stanton is crying all day. He duped Stanton Waterspoon. He grabbed former Auditor General John Malu. He duped him. He grabbed Amara Kone. Grabbed him, Brian Close. He duped Amara Kone. The old man is a dupist in special. He's in fact not just upist, but dupist. He can dupe people. He doesn't care. So as a result, people got vexed. They sent him letter. Joseph Boaka official then vexed. They say, why the people must read Joseph Boaka letter insulting him? I told you I said the disgrace. Look, who told you anybody get respect for Joseph Boaka? Internationally, Boaka had no respect. Nobody cares about him. That Georgia will be in power. Then they can read the kind of letter. All the way the HPS people were vexed with we are in government, what they call it, they ever wrote any flimsy letter that don't know. They only went for their sanction and whatever the thing they could communicate. They dare not read we are the kind of letter that they wrote. Joseph Boaka is Mr. Nobody to all the people out there. They just see him as a puppet that they want to use. So as a result of that, this is their letter they wrote to him. And I will read it for you. I will read it. Hey, write it for me. I'm coming to read a letter they sent to him. They finish calling your president. See how they address your president. The man you call president, whole day you can be passing around, you're calling him president. You see how they address your president? There is it. They say, His Excellency. That made 3. When was it? It was on Saturday. Eh? Yeah, they wrote it here so that it will meet him. I'll come and read a letter. And I'll be explaining it to you small, because maybe when you just read a letter like that and leave it, whatever you want to call. Let's see how the people address your president. So, you're lazy. I come and read a letter here. Then we'll explain it. They say, Dear Mr. President, correspondence from National Investment Commission dated 30 April 2025. The lady said, I attach for your reference a copy of a letter received by Ivanhoe Atlantic Incorporated from the National Investment Commission on May 1, 2025 regarding the access and concession agreement currently under negotiation between the government of Liberia and Ivanhoe Liberia. As you are aware, these negotiations with the Interministerial Committee have now been ongoing for over 9 months. You set up a committee. It has gone 9 months. As you will note, the letter advises that the government has decided to designate ArcelorMittal Liberia as the operator of the existing Yekepa-Bikana rail line. This position, they're talking to your president now. They come here to address your president. HPF people, they are very rude. People they get to nonsense from anybody. And when you say you want them with the devil, you will be ready. Me, I want HPS, sir. I don't let anybody who lets stealing business. Anybody who put anybody in a disadvantage, I jump on your side. I own HPS, sir. They like it, they cost Joseph Boaka any kind of way. I don't want to know. I like fairness. Any kind of way I want to address him. Let they address him like that. He look for it. Me, I just like fairness. Let people be fair. Fair dealings is very good. So let's continue. They said this position is fundamentally inconsistent with the commitments made by you. Can you imagine that? They said it is inconsistent with the commitment that you make. And not that we force you into it. You yourself committed that, look, the thing what I will go out can now. You go sleep. You go sleep. Your leader, even to your own work. Like my own Tana. I don't want a president now of this country. Latina, we are doing sitting down there. Latina, what they call here, they play with your money, go pay salary for people, and get ready, Canada. What they call. I don't let that with me. I get 42 years experience. You see why people come in integrity paper in the country that they kind of Latin and Joseph Boga was telling the people at that time. He tell them, say, look, what are your hair? You know, we'll solve this problem. Y'all will use that rail there. Y'all will use it. I don't care what happened. Say, okay. So the people now reminding him. They said the position that you just released from your investment commission to us. They said it is inconsistent with the commitment made by you, including those articulated in the executive order. That's why you see every time you grab small executive order, when you put it on the poll, grab it, then they say, congratulations. Thanks to Joseph Yuman Boaka. He has development ahead for the country. The man is willing to make the country to progress. They were you think the evidence they were having there, because your executive order was telling the people and giving them hope that they should go and rest assured, to tell them that they are very serious, that why you issue the executive order. The people get auto copy there. They say, well, a wrong contrary to your own executive order. They are things that you sent to also a wrong contrary. You are a liar. That's what they are simply trying to tell Joseph Boaka. They say Joseph Boaka is a liar. They say you are lying. When they say what you are saying here wrong, contrary to what you told us, that means you lie. Simple terms. So that, for instance, if I told you, say, oh, by Monday, I will be giving you 3 cups of rice. Then when you come in on that Monday now, you receive information that, oh, the rest will not be there again, but in fact, we will now give it to John Brown. So when you see that kind of thing, inconsistent, meaning I lie to you, because the rest is there, but I am now giving it to a different person. And it's inconsistent because I said that rest is going to be for you. And the rest not there will understand. That one, you not lie. But if the rest is there, and then you told me that you will give it to me on Wednesday, then on the day I'm coming for the rest now, you told me, you are now telling me that you will give it to a different person. How is that one possible? That means you lied to me. If it's not there, I understand. But you can't lie to me like that. So the people are saying, look, Joseph Boga, listen. They said, including those articulated in Executive Order number 136, which you issued in October 2024, and your repeated verbal assurances to us. You keep telling us that that is what it is over the past year. They continue and say what? They said those commitments were clear. They were not let down, and if, oh, maybe I will give it to you, or I will not give it to you, or this, that. They said there was no if about it. That all the things that you did, it was clear that we were going to use it. They said Liberia will adopt. They said there was a clear commitment he made to them, and they are rebounding you. They said you made it clear to us that Liberia would adopt a multi-user will regime with infrastructure owned by the state, governed by the National Rail Authority, which Boga himself formed it all. They say and operated independently of any infrastructure user. That means you told us that Liberia will open a rail to everybody to use it, that you will form a National Rail Authority, that National Rail Authority will be independent, and now one company will own it. When you did all the things, you told us, because that's your commitment to us. Then she continued and said, it is my understanding that the advice conveyed by Chairman Blebo was not endorsed by the full interministerial committee, with the ministers of mines, justice, and finance reportedly absent from the meeting. You see, the point can be in their meeting and they be giving the people their meeting meetings and all. You see somebody there. So they put it okay, Boga. They put it okay, Boga. So the people in meeting, and then they are there discussing with Boga and giving information out, right? They said the finance minister were not there, justice minister were not in our meeting with the advice I was giving, because all of them running away from something. If accurate, this will raise serious question as to whether the advice communicated to us constitutes a valid resolution of the IMCC in accordance with its own governance procedures. They said the information that you sent to us, we know that in a meeting that was held, That advice there, we never have finance minister there. They put very clear. They say, Mr. President, she said, Mr. President, I'm compelled to express my dismay. Amen. Now your pa in talking to so no diplomatic training that one though. They say I'm really. You say I'm vexed to express my disappointment, my dismay that the RMCC has failed to act in alignment with your clear policy direction as set forth in your executive order and has in effect disregarded your government's stated commitment to transparency, neutrality, and multi-user access in the real sector. Now your president is talking to so. Joseph Waka. Anybody get told Joseph Waka? Any kind of way want to and I had to get over the way. Joseph Waka look for you. Everything he wanted. So they are there, and that's how they will deal with him. Now your president they're dealing with like that. So that's how they deal with him. We also note with concern that the continued delay in concluding the concession and access agreement that we proposed as far back as May 31, 2024, nearly a year ago, in January 2025, you have graciously committed to finalizing the agreement by 15th of February, and on the 3rd of March, you reaffirmed that the agreement will be concluded in March 2025 in a meeting with both Mr. Robert Friedland and me. You see, Boga duped these people, not knowing anything upon talking to get all records to it. So all the commitments, Boga have made it to them. Boga said, they said in January 2025, in January, they both say now, they said, you Boga, you committed to finalizing the agreement by 15th of February. You say February 15, you will finalize the agreement. And that by the 3rd of March, you will reaffirm that the agreement will be concluded in March 2025. And in that meeting, I was there, and then Mr. Robert was also there. They said, while we fully recognize the complexity of the process, it is disappointing that despite your clear direction, these timelines have not been met. You lied to us. Your president is talking to now. These timelines have not been met. You lied to us. And the agreement has yet to be finalized and submitted to the legislature for ratification. You don't say nothing. It appears the RMCC has been unable to move with the urgency and alignment of your leadership has called for. This prolonged failure to finalize an agreement that reflects declared government policy not only undermine investors' confidence, they say they're taking away their confidence now. They say undermine investor confidence, but also calls into question Liberia's ability to engage in good faith. That means you can lie. They say when you are not a good faith person, that means you are a tricky person. They say that thing here that you own here, so Joseph Boga, it wouldn't shows that you're not serious people. You can operate in good faith. You can trick people. Because any of the good faith thing we're talking about, right? In good faith is you are going there not to trick anybody. But they say the way you do that thing, all the thing that you do here, so with a delay, then you own here, so it won't discourage investors. It undermines investors' confidence. And also, in addition, most importantly, it won't tell how like people can operate in good faith. You can lie. It tells you can lie. So that is what it is. That is what it said here. Ability to engage in good faith, timely, and constructive partnership with international investors. These delays risk compromising not only our initial investment. They say they are delayed and you own so. It compromising our initial investment. We don't put money in the thing. We don't call people from place to place, pay money here and there. All our investment that we have made, they are delayed here, it compromising it. It undermining our investment, initial investment, but also the broader infrastructure ambition of the Liberty Corridor and the future investment from both the United States and other international investors. They said that here will undermine the investment from both United States and that of other international investors. Because what are you looking for? So they better to strike Joseph Boga, and it will strike him good. They say, and future investment from both United States and other international investors who have expressed their desire to be involved in financing and constructing of the Liberty Corridor. Mr. President, I now respectfully ask you to intervene directly to bring this matter to a close through a written directive. Joseph Boaga, real child. Wait, they letter, you sure it coming to Boaga for true? So, before you say that now, there, somebody would have president. But I really look at Mumu to the point. I just told that when we alone not get nothing, Boaga no presidential. And to your ever since I said Boaga does not know when the president say they got a weak frail one there. That he and all one can play trick out of us. You see, you know, the way you're finished spoiling it, you know, there's no respect they get for us. There's no respect the people get. You see how they addressing your president? The lady said is the president. Now, I respectfully ask you to intervene. I want you to intervene now and directly to bring this matter to a close. True. They say you must write a written communication. You must write it now. You must write a directive. That means the president should direct. The president should direct. You must write a directive to the interministerial committee and other relevant stakeholders, reaffirming the government's policy commitment to true independent operator model, independent of all users. Doing so, hey God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. What? Hey, is this how these people address the president? What? Your president is Mr. Nobody, so you're not even here on him for nothing. They get one respect for him. Look at the way they're addressing your president. Yeah, let's continue. What is it? I said, the woman instruction now. There's an instruction, there's a directive that you should direct the IMCC and other relevant stakeholders, reaffirming the government's policy commitment to a true independent operator model, independent of all users. Doing so, we believe protect Liberia's sovereign national interests? Why? Assuring the confidence and clarity required for Ivanhoe Atlantic and other investors to proceed with project investments. Prompt and decisive action will send this powerful message that Liberia remains committed to the rules-based investment environment and that it welcomes serious partners who are aligned with its long-term development goals. Yours respectfully, B.J. Barnes. They finish with your president now. You see how they address your president? You see how they address your president? Who they are passing around? The Papa get respect. International respect. He get international respect. Look at the way they get. What the guy say? Look at the way the woman address your president. Could you imagine? So this brings to the level how Liberia is nothing. So you see where we are? They causing your president. Then what they say that, oh, you're addressing the president any kind of way. Okay. They won't address your president any kind of way now. Because you lied. These people, they don't deal with criminals. They don't like criminals. Joseph Boaga is a criminal. He can dupe people. That's just who he is. So the government of Liberia, if you go on front page Africa, the government of Liberia replied and got very vexed and said, why you have to address our president like this? The government got vexed. They said, you can't be addressing our president like this. They were in front page Africa. You check there, you will see it. They reply. They said, this is total disrespect. So whether you like it or no, disrespect. You don't give people now something you see. You don't give it at all you see. And the profit rating you already now get directed to your president. And if you giving directive to your president, you don't write those people think that they not see it. What about? Look, this thing will hurt you people, and because all your wickedness you're doing in this country. Everybody you want to lie to them, you want to do them. You think people care about you? Let me tell you how these people are. Look, I would never, and let me tell you something. The time we used to be talking here during joy we had time. You used to say, AB them putting their money, American people. There is sanction AB there here and there. All one American people sana. The American people, they are the best. We are on their side now. You go for your own battle. That rudeness you're doing to the American people then, that thing you're doing to them. And I'll see how they get your directive. Your president, you look like peanut diet. Because one guy just woke up, sat in your office, and just wrote. And said that one, when I'm finished writing already, you will come to it, say, that one are looking like that already. That one that don't even look presidential, that he the one who can't use us. When we get featured, he not get featured, then you want to bury our feature. That kind of thing that they get, you look at it, just be describing Liberia in any form. No respect anymore. You have made this country to look like the country is nothing anymore. People are putting more on the country. The last time I gave a Burkina Faso, one guy just wake up and just start swearing our country and say Liberia don't do they want. You're just making the country to just look useless. Why are you people treating this country like this? We are elevating the country at a level already where we could stay on our own and say this is what we can do. That is what we are able to do. That is what it is. You're sat down there. You're finna reducing the country to nothing until they just costing your president now. And you say that only way they want to addressing the president anyhow. The kind of way they address your burger passing around here now. What are you able to say now? And you see what the issues are. The people talking about their investment that they have made, and part of that investment could be money that they took to either send Joseph Burger to hospital or passing around all over the place. These people, you don't dupe them. You don't look. You don't trick them. They have made their investment. Then you go to ArcelorMittal, you collect money from them because you won't be arguing like you pay salary or there's that. All the way you don't dance SARS, you don't cut people down, you don't sack people, you stay struggling to pay salary. You have to go to ArcelorMittal to collect money from there. Now you're stuck. So you see where we are now. People will do all they can. And you'll see what happening to you. You will suffer it. God does not sleep. Everyone of us in the country here, we get our own things. You see the kind of disrespect is showing to your president now. Did they say why the front page Africa on here said, let me go show it to you. They say why the guy got verse. Why the guy might address their president like that? I said, but they put it out ready, yo. They put it out ready. They put three check it out. You able to get there. You don't even know what you're talking here. Yeah? Y'all go get there. Can't go sit down and talk about you ver. Ver with what? For what? What do you ver with? Who you ver with? When you verse, you can't boss. What is that? They put their chicken eggs. They are rack. Sorry, you are the chicken egg. Any kind of way you want to call on it, they don't want to know about you. So you see, all the things that you're on here, you're passing around, you're causing people. You get ready, you're causing people, you get ready, you're telling you all kinds of things. And I there now you're going through now. What is the story I said? Let me see. What is the story? I had it here. And you would now see. Yo, I'm sorry for the paper, man. Why they causing you for that? Why they must talk to the paper like that? Yeah? Why they must talk to the paper in a disrespectful manner? Yeah, the other men I can say they talk to the paper in a disrespectful manner. The economic advisor vex. He said, why you go talk to our party like that? Who tell you to talk to our party? You know why you tell? For somebody to just come from outside because your party right in front of you. Then he say, why you go talk to our? No. They say, why you go cause our party like that? Why Why you go cause our part like that? That kind of thing they go what they call. Let me can show their response. Just this shout. The poker fair they say, why you go talk to our part like that? What kind of our part? The economy advisor, right? Yeah, I remember you collecting your matu. So you say, why you go cause our part? Yeah, the small girl. You see the woman face? But the person that Boga can born, that the person go tell Boga that kind of thing there. So you see how Boga get no respect anyway. Hey yo, see that there? Hey, you see that right there? Boga that get one respect. Nobody get respect for Boga. Look at the lady, she there laughing. Small girl that day. We can just cause that a free course. That people come from inside. The girl has already given him instruction. Say we direct, and that letter they're waiting for him. You think that instruction again? When they wrote the letter on the 3rd of May, right? It was on Saturday. They're taking a whole week to think a working week. Joseph Boga need to read that letter and give it to them. Say, oh, I finished writing the poll already now. So you see what they're doing now. Now you can see what will happen. We are getting there. We are getting there. The government is a government of nothing. The completely useless government. Look, let me tell you something. We have said this thing over and over. Small get ready. Get ready and crossing the paper. Yeah? They got ready. They say, Liberia's economic advisor slams Ivanho, CEO, for disrespectful letter to President Buhari over real disrespect. No problem. What are you looking at? Your business. What are you disrespectful? Any kind of way, Buhari look for it. We're here sitting down here. When we used to be talking on the radio. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, then what they call? They will sanction them. They will do that one. You what they call? That time. You see how God can sleep? Look, that lady, I hope I can really get to her so that she can give me some of the real letter then that, you know, and I Jesus Christ of Nazareth. They get one respect for the Joseph Boga man. They get go to the Joseph Boga free. Free. Company, not the US government. Could you imagine? Not even US government. Because it want to say US government, just company CEO addressing whole president like this. I'm talking about US government. I didn't have that US government and will say, oh yeah, we are stepchild. You know, we uncle saying stepchild. No, they want that small girl, whole company, just to say Orange Liberia or Lone Star Cell. Just woke up and then addressed the president any kind of way, and now the French government are tied to Orange Liberia or in somewhere, whatever it is. Now country addressing country like they. This is a small girl who's sitting down somewhere and just causing somebody who the president from anywhere, addressing any kind of way because he's a duping person. He can dupe people, he can steal. He's a rogue. The guy addressing that way. Then the economic advisor now come and say, no, we don't agree. The information ministry closed their mouth. They can't talk anything. They try it. They will soak them. All of them, they close their mouth. They have press briefing today. They never talk about that letter to say disrespect. None of them will talk inside. But I got free course. All the things that you can see Daniel Sano there jumping. Jeremiah Pia there jumping. Nobody will talk. Nobody. Actually, any one of them. They economic advisor that you want. You see what happening to you now? And you see the disgrace you brought upon yourself. And you see the disgrace you brought upon yourself. Free course. They get up a bit. The small girl. Yeah, woman face here showing you. So sorry for the point radio land. All your China paper now, you will see the small girl face there. That the small girl face there. That right so. Somebody even advised me that they cutting here worker salaries by 30%. I don't know, but I will try to check it out. What are they cutting their salary? Whichever way it goes, this country, they swear your loaf for on yourself. You will feed it. Nobody want to call you. The Bible say, oh yeah, there's that. No, we're getting up from now up to 2020. They have said they may even look at here and say, but why 2020 they're not reaching quick so that we can just go to election and then they put in test or and see what they've got. We are getting there. I will write this lady and email her and tell her, thank you for your candid approach. Because we have always fought in this country to do it because our country image. Because when you do people now, that country image, people will not trust us. Because if whole president who represents the country at that level will choose to deceive, what more about AB who hungry? He will not deceive more. What more about the other people who not get anything for themselves? You at that level, you can deceive people, you lie to people, you go in meeting with them, you are making commitment to them, and there's that here and there. You releasing executive order, you establishing an order fake entity to just fool the people. You say, oh, ALC the one will not do now, we not establish. The man pump Allen went out of the country, Allen went by a business straight. Alan Ware was the one who was sitting and say, I didn't want Bwaka advisor to walk around court. You can hear about Alan Ware again. He pumped that one or he finished. So that Alan Ware then all now put their anger together now. They supporting the leg here and put all their anger through the leg here, put it in her pen, and then she was said, just lash our paper like that. Eh? You see the small girl, I said that America deal with Bwaka deal. I say small girl with her company. But because the American company, that girl just cost Bwaka free. Instructing your president. Eh? Anyhow, press briefing today, information ministry, you saw them talk about the letter, but they know about it again. But if the letter was just come from CDC or any part there, the whole press briefing today will come to be about it, but the other letter here, the other man by brief, economic advisor, he felt so bad. He said, they want I'm speaking in my capacity as the economic advisor to the president. And I'm speaking as government of Liberia. You're putting that in the newspaper that I the one responding to it. So folks, let me leave it like that. Yeah, let's get to the lines and eat out with you. Let's take this break and we'll be right back. And of course, Crown Support is proud to be associated with the show. And I young if say, oh, every day, why you get respect for pay? They say what? Yeah, charity begins at home air, bro. From the day that Papa start duping people without goat, that thing just leave because I swear. That swear. Look, anytime you do the thing, it's not correct, it will haunt you. And I did the Papa just leave you with now. The lady just costing for nothing, free cost they give our president. Then a verse, Canterbury, highly disrespectful. Can you imagine? But I get respect for yourself. If you and myself go into agreement and you decided to make commitment, you don't live by that commitment, is it a respectful act? If you show me and you told me, say, AB, come for this thing on this day, I will give it to you. Yeah, go there, you take it and give it to John Brown. Is that an honorable thing that I have done? Is it a respectful thing I have done? Will you still give me respect? Let's agree that they get was disrespectful. But did Bwaka do the respectful thing and they decided to disrespect him? Where is my sister Kula Fofana then that were posting Bwaka to HPS headquarters? They were taking all the pictures and how HPS bringing 3 billion. They bringing plenty of money to the country. Where the people money now? You decided to meet a small guy here to talk to you. Let's take this break right here on this very time, and we're going to be right back. So y'all do all kinds of things. You see, God is wonderful. God is wonderful. God is wonderful. This break, and we'll be right back. Keep playing. Liberty 42 scratch can't pick it up. Let me do this one, and then we get to the line. And then...
Yes.
Peewee?
Yes.
What only happened that's for now?
Yama, the thing that making some of our friends in other countries can be building houses and sending their children to Google schools now come to Liberia, yeah?
What's that?
They got one Liberian company called Liberty Fortune.
Liberty Fortune?
Yes. This company bringing one game they call Liberty Fortune Scratch and Win game.
And how people can play this game?
Very easy. Buy their ticket and scratch the silver part on it. Just the same way you can do the scratch card. Then any money you see on it is for you. You can win different amount of money, all the way up to 10,000 USD.
So you mean we are buying Liberty Fortune Scratch card and build a silver part? Any money there is for me?
Yes, and you only need just $1 USD on the same money LD to play and win.
But where I can get a Liberty Scratch card from?
Go to the shops. Go to the boys who selling scratch cards and tell them that you want Liberty Scratch card. Pay, scratch, and win. And then you take the winning card to their office at the Dawes Residence on 2nd Street, Topman Boulevard in Cinco for your money.
Peewee, thank you for this life-changing game. Liberty Scratch card, we for it every day. Spend small money and win big money.
A message from Liberty Fortune LLC, the new game changer in Liberia. Oh yeah.
Use your time well.
Okay, folks, Daria, right here on this very die, we are getting there. Let's get to the lines. And I think you Liberian people, what I expect for you to do tonight, you know, anytime you want to be cursing somebody, whole day you're cursing George Weah. Whole day you're cursing George Weah. Now God say he will raise stones to cause your president. And now what else soon? An international stone. You know, you have been doing a local course. God brought international course for your president. Whole day, you want disrespect president. You want disrespect president. You get ready. You never saw any president saying we are. Now they lay get now disrespect your president. You know, yeah. What? Gosh, this country, yeah. Like international cost. You see now local cost. Oh, that your local cost, cheap thing, and they get put in one bundle and give it wow on your president. Let's get to the lines interact with you. I'll call us right here on this die. Never keep lying to people. Live up to commitments. Let's get to the line. Talk to this person. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, do I?
Who told you to count the line? Tell you said I can over one. Tell you say female and female. Yeah, you don't even know about me. When I read the tomatina. Hello, how you doing?
Good evening, Eddie.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
This is one of the town. The ball is moving like this.
Let's hear from you.
You know, I just want to ask you the evening.
Mm-hmm.
If you have Senator Dazzle Johnson number for Bomi County, former senator.
Yeah.
Because he said that anybody who insult the president, you call the president man. So I want you to please pay there or la girl who insult our president, you call a go EB. You know, it comfort me. Where sometimes if you go agreement that is sitting up prolong the crisis in the legislature, the president will sit with political group, you will make commitment, the end of the day, you will pay a political card. And you are not supposed to be so. So internationally, people not play card with a company because a serious man a company is talking about so but Eddie, if you will go there with card activity, the end of the day, there is a response that people give you. I'm not going to fellow somebody who are you if you're not doing the right thing. Yeah, when somebody doing the wrong thing, you should not tell the truth because it's an elderly man or it's an old man. You cannot say the truth. This is wrong. Yeah. We have to change our attitude in the country to do the right thing.
Look at that kind of thing. Go sit down with the people. You start organizing fake organization. You say, oh, they want that the real something there. We'll say they want or just fooling the people. Oh, they tell you that everybody you can fool. Hello, how you doing?
Maybe got it. They should have to do machine the record. Yeah, they just get you well and calling.
Yeah, man.
Just call me our paper president that machine never will do intelligent with just call. I don't want to do it. Yeah, maybe you know the people they don't understand about governance and then how government works. You know that somebody initiated a project. Like, for example, it was a bit and pieces. This is why you see, because the project for Ganta to Sesto River that divide Nima County and Grenada County would have completed in 2026.
Yeah.
So because of that, we were going for the runoff election. So build road is easier as compared to build bridges and covers. And you see the Nima County road, it has a lot of places that you need to build bridges and covers.
Right, you're right.
So when we're doing the runoff election, at the time they are already crossed Tapeta, and then we were building the bridges and no covers to block the other, going to block the other before we lost the election. Now for River G, when President Salif stopped the road to the border between River G, which is River G, the G River now. President, we are talking from there and brought it to Beko Florican, which he acknowledged a predecessor saying that he started this project and moving forward. In our process, therefore, Kedipo from Beko Florican to Sample National Park is 60 kilometers remain for River G to be 100% kilometer. Along with the two Sample National Park. Everything was initiated. Now they were started as if to say that their grandparents gave them the money. I won't say something on the radio said they will never acknowledge somebody. That's why the people will always anyone will try to be incite other people to be disgracing them. Thank you, Abby, for having me.
All right. Thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. And that is it right here on this die. We are certainly getting there. The next caller, how are you doing?
Yeah, thank you.
How you doing?
Community.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Mama.
Thank you. The way you see, thank you. Let God bless you, your family. Your generally who are your side. Let God bless you. Yeah, that's it. That we want something here. There is something they pay for all of it. They may move for you. Say you won't look for money. One small guy. 3-year-old thing, must Papa get all the mouth what is.
You're right.
Yeah, all put up for all time against our cousin. That one cousin, they say what will cousin. They may do our city, warrior, the doctor will president that is for down. The government you're calling that, they will say for him. And I never have the okay, the social end. Where they bring all that men that in the devil hand. Thank you, Omer.
Thanks so much, man, for your contribution, Joe. If Joe, we have bring the presidency down. Anyway, hello, how you doing?
Hey, David, good evening.
Yeah, let's hear from you.
So, if I call on the police director to invite that lady while she had to write her top of it. Yeah, to invite her while she have to write her top. But every people post on Sunday, they inviting the people to
right.
police station to ask them what they have to post. I'm calling on Governor Como to invite the lady for cautionary. And I also calling on my friend Daniel Sando to respond to that woman. To respond. Why? Daniel Sando, you had a press conference today. You said you're not responding to the woman, man. Hey, man. Brother. The boss, I don't want to like, bro. It should be beyond like, bro. Guy, I know Daniel Sando and a boss, they're listening. Your response to that woman, guys. They can't leave on us, man. I you just saying like that, just read a double letter like that to the baby. I gotta respond. I also calling the EPA director to withdraw all the EPS from beyond. No, sir. AB, sorry, man. I see you, my dear brother. We getting there, AB. We getting there.
All right, we are certainly getting there. All right, so you can play your card giveaway. We've been struggling with it, but it's *799 and *24#. Please try to do all you can. We got limited time, but I'll be able to do some draws. We are still on the testing because since they upgraded the new website, that is it. But of course, you also have other ways to do what you can. Elo, how you doing? And Liberty Fortune Library is also here. Elo, how you doing?
Hey, my brother, what's up, man? This
yeah, let's listen to you, please.
You remember during the Independence Day, right?
Yeah, when the poor walk out,
the United Party went and took some silly nigga in front of people face to insult them. Look, we're fighting fire with fire. The people want to try. They even start cursing yet. They won't even start addressing Joseph Baga yet. Look, you see what the paper doing? Look, Joseph Baga. The paper doing got no future. So what he's trying to do now, he's spoiling every avenue for the next government coming. Your word is your bond. When you lie to the people, then it makes it hard for them to trust anybody else that comes after you. This is what the paper is doing. You know, you go find someone and say they get it other day. You find the people face. She's speaking from the other side of mouth. Then they get on the road. Look, now they need to deploy the life of Fakir to start defending them because we ourselves now will start it. Get my off for now because we ourselves are standing our own cost too.
That's terrible. That's terrible. That's very unbecoming. You know, when we're here, when the UN ambassador used to come on and talk something, and then we'll jump on and say, "No, you don't address the country." Oh, your position, we're not talking for you now. We're not talking nothing. Hey, I say, I want to call them. We're not talking. What are you doing? You go talk. You go talk your own turn.
Yes, hello, Obi.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, Obi, I'm Melvin calling from Istanbul.
Yeah, Melvin.
Obi, when they tell the people are looking at Joe and they say Joe was small ball, but technically Joe is a real man. You know, Joe continue that company on legal basis until when they left, they know how nothing to say against Joe. Now it's in their head and they already use to cook it. You know, created work greater in Liberia. There was a popular Liberian man that got married in the air. I think he got married from Ghana to Liberia. That man cooking, your man promised to gather your 5%, promised to get that man a Liberia council general in South Korea. That man 300,000 and that man's cooking in Liberia. She said, Burger is been that all he left. So the only thing will fall on them. Nobody will pass over there. One person will fall on them. We enjoy the show tonight, my brother. Thank you for the show.
All right, thanks for your contribution. We appreciate that. We are getting there. And hello, how you doing? Hello.
David.
Yeah.
Well,
let's hear from you quickly.
Yeah, okay, Amy, let me quick question because it's always so interesting that everybody wants to participate. Amy, the man of God said will suffer the poor, somebody really suffer. Yeah, I can tell you, right? That is called between the season, right? And AP, I gotta ask me time that window to battle to APX. And APX is that window and I'm part of the police suite. So I will tell you, I ever did, I will read either to APX, and then what will happen now? The real strangulation will come into place. It's not the real suffering and the battle begin in Liberia. So going for Liberia,
that means wherever Boga goes, he will suffer. If he slips away from Asilometer, he will suffer. Asilometer will drop in some stuff. And if he goes to he slips away from HPS, he will also suffer. They will strangulate him further. And no other investor will come to this country because the people are saying they clear it in their letter. They threaten him and all.
But maybe no, you see, so that in reality, if a man of God, you don't know the government when he brings something to you, you try to deny it because you don't know the man of God, right? But that man was speaking out ignorant. And they saw everything in the spirit realm. Help people out say it. If God will let them get progress, you people have been loud I don't know, God bring it, which or bring it,
you're right.
I want to that I know you're trying to say, oh, I can't person go to grant for me for everyone person right? So I was like, if any guys can show me one video of what I bring ground for any major problem in Liberia road that you doing, and it's 3 letter in Liberia, in the surrounding, and the election will join today. You can show any video of that, bring ground or any video. I'll be anything you want entire year. Nobody can bring anything. Because what? One for that way, what the barricade, the very good. They intensify your job, we have put in that now, right? To make people feel like doing something. And we all know, everybody knows. Sometimes you don't say that the run is squawking, the run is steaming, you're about to done. You should be patient. So when you're trying to tell those days that, by the second day of church, we're going to see massive development. And that's why I got to come to the last year. They're not coming to the real world because what happened? All the new boys, they don't know it. They don't know it. I can't think to about percent of what the doing. We should tell what we do 100%. So, no, we should have with you. I'm telling you,
thank you.
I'm taking it in like voice. Call me. No,
all right, thank you for your contribution. Hello, how you doing?
Hello, Godson Well.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Chief.
Hey, Teacher Light, how you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, thank you. This is Sidiki Kroma, speaking called Niba Sidiki, the born son from Niba County.
Okay.
Brother, God bless you, Abraham Godson Well. May the Almighty Allah keep blessing you. Everywhere you go, may the Allah bless you.
Amen.
Abraham Godson Well, you said it in so many times. And the Liberian people will refuse to listen to you. They disgrace and you try to keep the garden on. They are captured with them. And no one will escape the disgrace. Whatsoever you do to somebody, God will do your own. The disgrace back and look on just we are His Excellency, the Prophet of the Sword. Today, they are catching with them. They are too sheep. Can you imagine? Last week, back at one Randall Street, maybe you got say, well, when see a person coming somewhere, you will see them on the street. The people, even the disabled that went to the supermarket, they just turn their back. Exactly, yeah, with the great pass. So every tear keep out of my eyes, you have nothing. Look, President, when somewhere, you will see them on the street. Look at President George Weah. When even hear the Joel coming real life, hey God, we have prayed one of these days, that Joel take a tour, you can speak the horse in real. Don't you have wave to watch the point for the heavens, say, don't get on a blessing for George Weah. Maybe you close to the president. Please talk when you say Mr. Sidiki Command. Nima Sidiki say he want to see you in real life.
All right. Okay. Someday you pass by. All right. Thank you, Sidiki. Hello, how you doing? Hello.
Thank you, Abraham Godson Will. My name is Hussein.
Yeah, Hussein.
I'm Hussein Kel.
All right.
Sorry for the low quality. I kept on sharing my thing, although we're defeated.
You all right? You're flat.
Yes. Yes. So, thank you for the show. I listen and I heard.
But where you
the
come from, you are
talking.
watching game. You are not even listening to me. What do you get me talk? You just fools or talk?
No, I have my earpiece, so
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, the conversation around the letter that comes from the SPS, correct?
Yeah.
And that attacks on matter.
Yeah.
So, maybe Liberia is a sovereign state, and the foreign policy of this country is directed by the president.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't think any company, whether you the multi-million or billion-dollar company, should dictate to the government as it relates to.
You're right. You're right, 100%. I agree with you. Nobody's going to dictate to our president.
Nobody's going to dictate to any government that is independent and then who controls their own foreign policy. So those who think that it will control the government because you think you have the money, no, we're not going to work on this administration. Even if I bring people,
I'll let you talk. I'll wait for you.
Yeah. So any attempt by any company to influence the lawmakers or whoever government official they want to do, there will be serious harass about the citizens. Nobody will say
that we don't want to go for you see that we don't want to go for the. Why would we ought to go for the people now?
No, but so we exercise Article 1. We also exercise Article 6, 17, and 15, where somebody will require people. Because in the system of the postal required the execution of government, right?
Do about altering your
can
government.
do so, right?
Go to the other one. Go to the other one. Forget about Article 1. That one part you can't use it against those people there. Look for different article 17.
Yeah, so 17 talk about peaceful assembly.
Yeah.
Right? So we can also use that article that is guaranteed under the constitution by Liberians, right?
So you go chase the people out there, like when they get told that you're gonna get. Actually, I must admit, is the disrespectful letter. You know, there's a way you could put it, but the way she dictating to the president, you were right. Give the other letter. Do the other.
Yes, I think that was the sound of disrespect. In fact, the Ministry of Information did not comment on that. So I don't know the next press briefing whether we make any.
Yeah, they have to. We are waiting for Thursday. They still get Thursday. They will comment on it Thursday.
Yes, I'm sure Thursday will come.
All right, I wish you all the best in that season.
Thanks for the opportunity always.
Hello, how you doing? Let's go on. Hello, how you doing?
Yeah, this is Frederick Tennessee from New York.
All right, Frederick. Oh, Frederick, what's up?
Yeah, now all good, baby. So my attention is drawn to the letter from AP. Yes. So, Brother AB, these people were the people that financed Joseph Boaka election. I can tell you for sure.
Yeah.
They were 100% behind Joseph Boaka. But you know, at he joined the game, they were fair. They ain't start yet. You know that President we are God beating them, and it will come out. They will fight good. You will see that one. It just starting. That thing just starting. And they said it. They said
no, but Joseph Boaka is scored. Which way you turn, you will suffer it. You keep on asking every time you finish. You finish collecting the money for salary.
Yeah.
You don't pay yourself for salary. Then you even cut it down.
Kewu should understand that anyone that feeds your mouth, they control you. The people fed Joseph Boaka. They did everything for Joseph Boaka, and you're telling us that Joseph Boaka is independent or he was suffering nation.
But
you are eating the people money.
Brother, you know, I sanctioned him before. You don't come back correct. You refine now. The man is saying that if the people keep touching our president, we should rally our citizens. 17 will go protest against the people.
Now, for they won't get their money. The content of the letter, the commitment, if you read the letter, you can understand that there was money spent. And you know that the people they
have made investment. That means yes, they have made investment. So whether that investment is direct cash to Boaka, we don't know. But they have made initial investment.
So, Brother Abi, to conclude on this, right, the development aspect, it is shameful and disgraceful, but I just want our people to be sincere to themselves. Those who carry, the development aspect, that Joseph Boaka, he will develop like Europe. These are things I thought Joseph Boaka would have come, like for the community roads, and they used to say that Sawa.
Yeah.
I thought
that audio said when you just Sawa. Looking for that audio, and I'll be playing.
Yeah, he should have expanded how they call it, the role. It's because you criticize me that walkway are building or that strong role are building. Leave the blueprint or the plan President Yaha and do a better one. Then we can say yes, this man he criticized.
Right, thank you, my brother.
But we will follow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So let me just read a couple of comments, interesting comments here tonight. Samuka Kruma says here, he says he said the devil's in action and they are dancing with it, as he said to us during the election period. George Weah is beating them day by day. And he says that, let me see a couple of comments coming in. Benson W. Victor says, Gwilin teacher light, and I also too late for class. I know that you're from, you also on AC Milan side, let me say Inter Milan side. Yeah, and we all were somewhat supporting Inter Milan. Yeah, and so someone said Sandro Johnson will respond to that little girl. You people are somewhere, and it says Sandro Johnson will respond to that little girl. To go tell again what he. To go tell the league what no, you Article 17. Then we'll go protest against that guy there. And yes, you're doing. You're leader for a business, man. Yeah, if you talking about local cause, the international disgrace. Hello, how you doing?
Hello? Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, baby. Not about this. Same calling from the USA.
Yeah, Lucien. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, thank you for the show, baby. You know, but there's a thing that we're talking about Africa unity. You know, what happened on the continent will always continue to happen because most of our leaders will always sell their own soul.
You're right.
And then when the time comes, there's no way for them to free themselves.
You're right.
You see what happened to the young man in Burkina Faso? Why you think people are against him right now? Because he's trying to free himself from this type of entanglement. And these are things that we expect for people that open Bwaka to see. You know something about it, not because you old, you can learn from old or young person, or you can see young person motivation or encouragement to be able to follow their lead. If you're an old person that have clear mind,
surround yourself with many young people who have good mind.
With many people, many young people that have good mind.
Yeah.
It will help you to make things easier for you. But when you're too greedy and corrupt, it's always like that. That's why you see the SP, what is HPS. These are American companies, but and these people are the number one architect when it comes to exploitation of Africa. What I know that. He been in politics, he been liberal politics, but he understand that.
Make commitment
to be able to have some. Yeah, why will you sit with these people to make commitment when you know how these people operate? Why will you sell yourself to them? And now you entangle yourself. And the market don't play. Even a call for them to take people's life when it comes to that interest, they don't play about it. I know that. But because you were only fighting for your own interest, you didn't think about the embarrassment. Now you see the letter they're sending you. Not going to type of disrespect letter. How can you just sit down and write in somebody else's country president like that? You can't do that to American president. You have to sit down like bro and just send some letter in America to Donald Trump like that. You can't do it. The American ambassador will not even allow you to do that. But you see the type of insult that they're giving to African leaders, and there's the same thing that the young people talking about on the continent, bro. AB, you people saying it, and some people coming cursing you, but you're saying the truth. But because Liberia is a country where we the people we don't even like the truth, but AB, that's one of the problems in that country. Liberian people don't let the truth. They feel that because they support something, even if the wrong thing happening, they must still stand with that wrong thing. That's one of the problems in that country.
All right, thank you,
so
brother. We appreciate you, Lucien, thank you. And I appreciate everything about you. And thank you. Hello, how you doing? Medicine?
Yes. I say, AB.
Yeah.
So you see, God does not sleep. I don't know why American people will do it, because it was for this thing, HPS is sanction senator. So what will America do to Joseph Boakai? Joseph Boakai himself, he sat down with people, he made commitment to them, and he backtracking from the commitment. And the people are writing such a letter. So they celebrated yesterday when Senator was sanctioned for the HPS business, and Senator went on the air, explained everything. They were jubilating. So what the United Party people say now about what their government did? They want that the direct president himself went and make commitment. He had meeting with people. He make commitment to them.
Right.
And they are backed up from the commitment. So me, I want American government to sanction Waka and whole government officials that were involved in that negotiation. I want the American government to sanction them.
So you know what the Smiley did? You know what the Smiley did? When they knew that the negotiation was going somewhere, the justice minister ran away from the meeting. The finance minister ran away from the meeting. Who else again? The guys said, yeah, because they were telling the guys, say, our hand inside. He left with the president, and the president said,
we were told that they were here. We were told that they were here in America. Huh? They were here. Huh? Can you imagine that? That's criminal. That BM. That BSP.
They will do that thing. That's not that money. If you taking to pay salary, they will settle that thing. No, whether they like it or not, anywhere they go, they will suffer it.
And they cannot look. The whole Lanco operation, the property of Lanco was leased to Asira Meter. When you go, you are a lawyer. When you go into a lease agreement for any property, you own that property until the lease expires.
Yeah, until it expires. Yeah.
Until the lease at the time when the agreement expires. Huh? So they are run to Asira Meter to try to force American company want to become that company to in again. And they entangle themselves. God does not sleep. Yesterday they were celebrating the summer tour, took me more money, and they scared them and it's something. So what will happen to them? We'll see. What am I going to see? What do we do?
Thank you, Papa. Let me get on to the last batch of callers, and we'll be wrapping up now. But at least our cash giveaway portal is now open, and some of you started playing already. So you're sorry for the stress you associated. You know that new something. Hello, how are you doing? Yeah, let's hear from you.
Yes. Easy Babe calling you.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
From this evening onwards, I'm calling all citizens and all people all over the world. You are not teacher again. From tonight, you are professor. That's the name I'm giving you. Let everybody call you that name.
Thank you.
You become a teacher now. You become a teacher. You are historian, and you are professor. William, thank you for tonight. Seriously, Babe telling you this. And telling all Liberians, all citizens that you are professor for tonight. Nobody will call you teacher like again. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Declaration. Thank you. Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Pastor coming from Florida.
Boss man, you know what you're doing there? You know it's bad.
Hello?
Yeah, you stay near the radio.
Yeah, Jamie, thank you for the discussion. I listen to you. You know, our Papi, that God beating them before they are criminal. That is, and we used to tell them that the same thing the white people better. You know, the white men will always use the wicked black men, the black guy. President Weah was smartly playing that game with those people. You got to be smart. And they wanted to come to power. You saw them when they sanctioned McGee. They were happy.
You're right.
They were happy. But today, it's a whole day. And by the grace of God, the American people, me, I want like God to move forward, brother. I will not lie to you, AB. I want like God to be a developed nation. I want to pray for, because for us, we're sending our children to school tomorrow. They will not be like us. They will have freedom to work, good atmosphere, where you have computer system working. But workers have been being from local country when you were small coming to Morovia. He brought out both. You know that thing is just in the old man. Everybody you give when you took them. That's duping. That's duping. Maybe that duping. I hate that duping than anything in my life. The job I do tailoring. But maybe if I can't do your work, definitely I will tell you. I went up anything before.
Yeah,
I'm very sincere when I tell you something. Take it. But that duping is a criminal thing in our own man. Better. So that's American.
But you know who they not do? They not do Alan White. You do ABS. You do. Man, Omen brave. The Omen is brave. Hello, how you doing? HPS. Alan White then gone. Hello, how you doing? Hello. Okay, let me get to my female lines, and my mom then here. Hello, how you doing?
Me?
Yep.
Hi, Zimbabwe.
Yeah, let's hear from you, Mama.
Yeah, this is Nancy of Moral College of Character.
Yeah, Nancy, let's hear from you.
No, baby, no, if you think you can any time, God will punish you for that. And as Becky and you are holding a people, let Daniel Travel come out to respond to that letter. We don't want for him today. And you can possible when you go get on, send it on a platform, EFDC, there 40 people are taking that, and then you come out tomorrow. and respect to that letter. That woman is shocking Baka. Let every role you remember again they respect the country. You can be with ever so long, you criminal, you taking people, no one will respect you. You can be one of the last country or one of the last people, no one they respect. So according to the like people, let them wake up. Baka now see the same money, then get respect for him. The person that was president, how will they place? Because he lose respect. So they're not saying that we need to talk about tomorrow. So respect to the here, for person Baka. Thank you.
Thanks so much, man, for your contribution. And the woman said, that's what. How are you doing? Quickly.
Hello, baby.
Yeah, I didn't mind. Let's hear from you, please.
Yes, how did baby then?
She's doing no good.
Shame, double shame. Shame, double shame. No, baby, let me tell you, when they say who can hustle in government, that Joshua, and what people missing it for? The naked loafer rule, you know who did it? We sat down with Joshua, the pictures, everything, proper defenders. We sat down with that president. When we were there, he brought everything. We are mission school students. Look, let me tell you, they've got that friend getting that money to build that road, that loafer road there. Then they say you don't want to make peace. That's why you will not understand the whole administration. I'm too happy. I'm more than happy. What go around must come around. When talking when they were talking about sunshine, the people, CDC people and all, can't see them, they were pressing. What do you see? Can we say he's talking? That man will not lie and say when Bata wear different color, instead they wear different color. Can get off for talking say. That's why they happy with smarting. So you don't tell who see this morning said he call but we are say show. But we are say you but we are say you come back because you are sanctioned from the place here. And you come back, you must behave yourself. That is the thing. I tell you, thank you. Shame.
All right, thank you, ma'am, for your contribution. Hello, how are you doing? Hello.
How are you, sir? How are you coming on?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, this is Peter Khan. I'm calling from Tangier, West Point.
Okay, let's hear from you, please.
Well, man, thank you very much for your particular program today. You're there. You always live long, man. Oh, God bless you. Because you can tell that people, yes, true. You can say it's true to that people, man. Every day I follow you. Every day I follow you.
Some of them can send me text saying I'm going to go talk
follow you every day, man. You can talk about that thing. I won't follow you, but you can tell you, say it's true. And person, we are Rata, it will be beating you every day. The Rata have the thing where it do for this country. You will see it. You will see it for yourself. See it for the program.
All right, thanks so much. You see, some of the things that you people don't understand. We all were talking about this country, putting the country interest first. When we saw one McCarthy came here and he started to do it, one thing when we go to, oh, baby, you brave, you did that, you did the position, man. Nah, and then they go close their mouth. Oh, then they quiet. And who can talk for them? You don't have courageous people. You don't have courageous people. Free cost. Nobody will be able to talk for him. Free one. We more consider, but you see, the thing that we're doing, you were against us. Right? The work we're doing for this country that we decided to do because we think we love our country. You people chose to have insulted us for it because you believe that, that job we are benefiting. You didn't see that we're doing it for the country. That no one person will come and stand their area, they just get ready, they just denigrate the country, they just kind of tell things that no evidence by the guy here and there. They're causing us. Today, they will not talk for burger. That leg won't tell burger anything. In fact, the next day they come up with something say on burger and I get a problem with it. Because you see, you don't let the truth in this country. That certain point in time that people will tend to unite, especially when they know that the interest of the institution they are part of is at stake. Then they forget their individual differences and they unite to protect that interest of the state. We may have our differences, but this is who we are and we'll never ever do this as well as it. But you don't know routine, eh? You don't know it. We'll be talking to you, you'll be insulting your ear and the ARC. Just one care, just stand on somewhere. The kind of disgrace we're getting, George, we are never had an inch of that disgrace. In fact, when they even wanted, let they agree that they were not selling for we are government, they just went in office and just brew around him. They never ever addressed we are in any form around Romano that day. No way. Because why? We had men. We made the U.S. ambassador to have apologized and changed his statement, his false statement he made concerning certain report that he released. He came by and corrected himself. We're not doing it because we left visa or whatever it is. No, we are not against. And I told you, I said we can't do without America. And I told you that thing. We are tied into America. Whether you like it or not, you go, you come down. Most of us, we are tied into it. But the truth must be told. And what we did. Today, you need a party program. They can say anything or think they can say it. Thanks to the economic advisor, if I say he go to his what part you want to go, again, you go to the go to the again. All of your ministers there, they ran away. They turn the real decisions already be made, they run away from the meeting so that their name will not be called there. But whether you're lucky or not, you're collecting money from all sides. It will catch up with you. God is at work. Every day I can be telling you that God is working. I will not get it. Thanks so much to all of you for the time. Tomorrow we're going to be back here with another edition of the show. Until then, keep doing what you can for your country, and let's keep praying for the best for our country. You know, with God, all things are possible. Yeah, to you, and be telling you thing. There. Thanks for being there. To have a pleasant night.